What is up, Planeswalker Texas Rangers? Some guy named Theorix6 back playing some more Magic the Gathering Stadium. I do, of course, hope you head over to FibbleFipsideGaming.com, use promo code not 5, not 7, but promo code 6 for 1/10 off on orders that exceed $10. If you do, you'll be entered in to win one of 3 Richard Kane Ferguson playmats. I should note that the drawings aren't going to happen for like 7 days after the 20th, but I believe the promo code entrance will end on the 20th, but you can mail in, so you no longer need to actually use the promo code to enter. You can mail in a letter stating you want to enter the contest to Flipside Gaming, and I'll have all of that information in a link in the description. So if you want to potentially win one of these and you don't have the money or desire to get something off of the website, you can enter down below. So today, we're playing the Cascade Constructed event. And specifically, we're playing Planeswalkers, because yes, I could play some other things that make sense, but I don't want to, because this deck is just fun. There are other decks that I'm going to talk about for this event that are potentially better for you. However, I really like Planeswalkers. I have an EDH deck with nothing but Planeswalkers, right? I really enjoy this style of gameplay, and like, why not? It's fun. That's all that really matters to me. So, this deck is a Planeswalker deck that is almost entirely singleton, and I'll explain the reason for that right now. The reason it's so singleton, it's not entirely singleton, but the reason it's so singleton is, even though there are some Planeswalkers that are going to be better for you, if you have too many of them, because they're legendary, you can enter into situations in which you'll get a duplicate of a Planeswalker that you already have. Now, obviously, if you have a large number of 2-ofs and possibly even 3-ofs, this isn't going to happen all the time, considering you're still going to have a decent spread. However, the fact that it could happen, period, means that you're losing out on those small, like, incremental percentage points throughout the actual event. So you don't want to be in a situation where you can't get any value out of your Cascade. So that's a very important thing. Now, moving on to the deck, it's pretty typical of a singleton Planeswalker style of deck, except we are running some interesting cards because of the fact that we are in the Cascade event. Namely, we're running 3 Navigator's Compass. For what it's worth, Navigator's Compass is actually incredibly powerful in this deck because it allows us to do interesting things with our lands. So we have, and I'm doing this in this setup because this. So, obviously we're running 4 Interplanar Beacons. That makes a ton of sense. We get to gain life from our Planeswalkers, and Cascade does cast it, so we gain life there as well. But what's really important is this adds 2 mana of different colors. It helps casting your Planeswalker spells. Other than that, we just run 1 of each of the shock lands and check lands. But notably, if we have to play a check land on turn 1, on turn 2, if we have another one Navigator's Compass to play in our hand, which I actually did in one of the games, you can turn that check land into a basic land, or a basic land type, and then play another unrelated check land and have it come in untapped. So doing things like that is very helpful. And the fact of the matter is, since this is our only 1-drop, we're going to be cascading into it relatively frequently, and it means essentially that we're starting off the game at 29 life, which, since there are a decent number of more aggressive decks running around, it's very helpful to have. We limited it to 3 because I did initially have it at 4, but then you go into situations where you don't want to necessarily get the 4th one, especially against the non-aggressive decks. You only really want them in the first couple turns, and then you never want to see another one again, because cascading into this off of a 5-drop is the feels bads. We're running 2 Search for Azcantas. This is just a fantastic card to cascade into from one of our 3-drops, and if we play it on curve, then we get to cascade already into one of our Navigator's Compass, making it so that that's 1 less compass we're going to hit in the future. Other than that, Search for Azcanta allows us, it allows us to, get things at the top of the deck that we want, and once it flips, which isn't terribly hard because our Planeswalkers are probably going to die a lot, we can go ahead and start looking at the top and selecting a Planeswalker that we want from the top of our deck. Very helpful. 2 Lava Coils. We needed early game removal. Lava Coil is helpful. Very, very helpful. If you are able to cast a 3-mana Planeswalker into a Lava Coil, that is crisp. Getting to do Oath of Kaya into a Lava Coil has just done wonders. I'll talk about a couple of the 2-ofs, but otherwise I'm just going to, slowly scroll through. I think the majority of these Planeswalkers really should be self-evident as to why they're in the deck. They do a sufficient amount at their curve that I want. And some of them might just be win cons. So Oath of Kaya is a 2-of because of how incredibly powerful it is. People are, at least for a while, going to be attacking your Planeswalkers, and that's just even more life gain on the life gain you're already getting from the Navigator's Compass. And in addition to that, just random chip damage from them attacking my Planeswalkers, you just gain 3 life and get to hit a thing, anything, when you first get to cast, and that is just fantastic. 2 Saheelis, because even though Saheeli, we can have a copy of her, she's just so incredibly strong in a deck like this, because we're running no creatures, except, I changed it, there's 1 creature. Since we're running almost no creatures, that you're going to be able to make a chungus load of servos. It's going to be very helpful. You're never going to use her -2, really. You can sometimes when you have a Construct, but for the most part, you're just going to use Saheeli use Saheeli to make a bunch of servos, which is very helpful at chumping, and etc., etc. 1 Shalai. The reason I put a Shalai in here is so that my Planeswalkers have Hexproof. Because the last game that I was, not the last game, one of the games that I lost to on my second run was a blue-green ramp deck, and unfortunately, my deck is relatively slow. It wins via the value train. They had 2 mass manipulations, and they stole my Planeswalkers twice. And I was still doing fine, because they were ramping so much and drawing so much, and I had such a life buffer that, you know, they could have feasibly decked. However, they had cards to get back the Mending Dominaria, so they would have shuffled their entire graveyard back into the library. So yeah, I couldn't win that, so I conceded. But yeah, Shalai is just going to be very helpful, and for what it's worth, if we have a bunch of tokens and Shalai out, we can start making our tokens swole. So that's always nice. 1 Vraska's Contempt. Good removal is good removal. It's totally nice to have here. 1 Sharon, Fire Artisan. Oh wait, I'm not going to be talking about the 1-ofs. You know, it's fine. 6 minutes already? Come on. The 2 Cleansing Nova is very important. Being able to have a board wipe. The reason this isn't Kaya's Wrath is because even though we do have the Navigator's Compass, etc., this does allow us to destroy artifacts and enchantments if we have to, but most importantly, it doesn't have a double black and double white in the cost. So that's helpful. I believe that's all of the 2-ofs. Yes, everything else is just a 1-of. They're all in here, and they've all been fine when I've played them. There's none of these that I saw in-game, and I said, I don't want this. There were changes that I did make. I did have the other Dovin, the other 3-mana Dovin, in the deck. I did have Davriel in the deck, but I took those out because of the fact that they were cards that weren't always great. The Davriel definitely was the weakest of them, but the Dovin was close to being playable, but unfortunately just barely didn't get there because of how low impact he was. So this hand is fine. It's not good because we don't, have any three drops, and that's really what we are looking for. And we're going second, but otherwise it's fine. We can lead off with Sulfur Falls. Ooh, yep, this is going to be a mono. Might be a Goblins deck, I suppose. No, it looks like it's a burn deck. Yeah, so this is going to be mono red burn, which is unfortunate, but hopefully we get to a point where everything's fine. I did play 2 other. Sure, I did play 2 other runs of Cascade Constructed. The first one I went against mono red, and I was very close, thanks to all of my life gain and Kaya's whatever. But unfortunately, I just was not able to get there. I guess I'll play the Hollow Fountain. No, I'll play the Tomb. Yeah, either way, I would have had to do the thing. Sure. Yeah, unfortunately, they were able to just burn me out. Gruul, I just flood. That's all. I just flooded. And unfortunately, yeah, mono red is still pretty decent. That's gonna have haste. Yep. Yeah, so against the mono red deck, you essentially need to have a 2-drop or a 3-drop, and I don't. So a Lava Coil would be helpful. Okay, I got Azcanta, so that is 3 more life, so that's helpful. And then next turn I can play a Vraska and kill some stuff. You're gonna shock me end of turn? Are you gonna Wizard Lightning me? Sure. Yeah, I might just die. Fuck, yeah. I might just die to this mono red deck. I'll be at 10. I'll be at 8. 7. So I'll be at 7 on their next turn. They have 3. Luckily, they only have 3 cards. So... Oh, I almost End of the turn. So next turn I can Vraska on something. I assume the... I actually don't know what to Vraska here. Lightning Strike, okay. So that's 8. I assume I'm gonna get shocked. Nope, another Lava Runner, so that's 2, 4, 6. Oh, I'm dead. I'm just dead. I'm dead before my 4th turn. Oh, I was super dead, yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I needed a Kai's Wrath, I suppose. Or I needed to have that on turn 2. But I mean we're gonna play plenty of this. I'm not gonna just like play, lose 2 games, etc. And once again, there are other decks that you could probably play if you want to like grind this out, I suppose. And Mono Red is probably the best one. It's just, you know, you forsake your fun, right? This is meant to be a weird format, right? Like this is not meant to be, oh, I'm just gonna pick a meta deck, change it slightly, and kill people. I've played against you already today. I cannot reasonably keep this hand. Luckily, my opponent couldn't either. This hand is significantly worse. Oh my gosh, thank you, opponent. This hand is fine. I just need a 3rd land. And I need to Kaya's into... That's not a 3rd land. I need to Kaya's into a Search for Azcanta. Fountain? Okay. What are you playing? Vampires. Okay. If you click it fast enough, you can actually get a little bit of a hint of their deck. So I need to draw a 3rd land, please. Do you have a good card? No. Cool. So let's try and actually... No. Why? Usually I was able to look at things. Oh, thank you so much for that Interplanar Beacon. Okay, so we are going to be able to play Oath of Kaya on turn 3. It was very important to play that Drowned Catacomb there, because what came in tapped. So let's see, what do you have? I assume we can play a creature now. Vicious Rumors. Do I get to choose here? Yeah, I get to choose. You have too many 1-drops in the deck. That's another thing, is you don't want to have too many 1-drops. For very obvious reasons. I suppose I'll drop Vraska, just because she's like so far off. Oh no, my Eugene. That's fine, I'll go ahead and... Well, I kind of want to save the Beacon, honestly. Because they don't have a creature out. I think I'm going to save the Beacon. Or the Beacon. The Oath. Gain your life. Keep your secrets. See if I care. Really? You have to sacrifice Fountain Renewal? Wow. Yeah, that just means kind of bad. Oh, now I don't even have to do anything on my turn. Well, I might as well Karn, right? I get a 3-drop. Could be a good 3-drop. Yeah. Yeah, I think Karn's fine. Start getting some life. This should be something that we win. Especially since we got a Saheeli there.
Behold, new wonders.
Let's go ahead and just plus. Sure, we'll probably get the land, which is awesome, because I'd like the land, because then we can Eldritch Reborn next turn. Pretty good. Yep, we're in a pretty good position. The second game was against a Gruul aggro deck, which is another deck that you could play if you want. This is something that... Oh, sure, make me discard again. I'll probably just discard the Vraska's Contempt. Might as well. Because I can kill that with my... Yeah, Eldritch Reborn, so I think that's fine. Yeah, my opponent is in what I would like to call a rough spot. Because I have some triggers to resolve. This is what I'm talking about. So even though I only had one other in the deck, the fact of the matter is, sometimes it matters. I'm actually really glad that that happened. I don't need a Johnny, so I'm just going to get another Temple Garden, I suppose. Because I can just get a Johnny next turn if I want to. But we should be in a fine position, especially since we can get Ugin back. And pass. But the Gruul game, I think I could have won. I just flooded out so much. Sanctum Seeker, sure. Sure. Legion Lieutenant. It'll cause you to discard. So I can get a Johnny here, sweep the leg. What should I do here? I guess I could Karn. Yeah, I'll Karn, see what I can get from this. Sure. Sure. I have blockers for days.
I will fight with honor.
Let's see if we have something interesting out of here.
Not stop.
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I mean, just Gilded Lotus. And Guardians. I like the idea of Gilded Lotus. It's a nice Cascade next turn. Let's go ahead and just make a Chungus.
Allow me to introduce you to a friend of mine.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hove. So that was the first run. We went 0-2. I made several changes to try and make the deck a little bit better. Cry the Carnarium. Not a terrible cast here. Yeah, they lose their Legion Lieutenant, but that's still a pretty damn good cast. Yeah, that was reasonable. Now, unfortunately for them, I'm going to go ahead and get back a Eugene, as I like to call it. True. The second run, we fared a little bit better. A little bit, not a ton. I'll keep this on top. I'm gonna go ahead and get a Eugene, because it makes my colorless spells cost less. Notably,
I know more than you could learn.
this is converted mana. So I cast this for 3, I still get a 4 mana thing. So we're gonna go ahead and cast this first. Sure, I don't think it actually matters at this point. I think we have enough mana. Tameo. Not terrible.
Let us have a storied battle worth retelling.
Honestly, we're just gonna yeet some stuff. You get to have nothing, sir. Kill that. Kill that.
I bathe in ghost fire.
Apparently they bathe in ghost fire. Carnal yeeted up.
The choices we make reveal who we are.
What do I want for my graveyard? Honestly, I'd probably just get the Eldest Reborn back. Yeet.
The storied past holds our future.
Bruh. The Chungus. Wait, what? I thought it... Oops. Look, it's fine. Everything was according to plan. Sure. I totally did that on purpose. God damn it. I thought I was gonna plus it. My brain is broken, I guess. The moment I thought I was gonna plus that. It's fine. We should still win this game. Drinking a little bit of my cherry water. I see there's music today, so that's nice. Yeah, my plant is in a rough spot. Graveyard, I don't need land. Wait. Oh. Well, that's awkward. I don't think I need Sharon. I want a cool card.
Truth lies beyond vision.
What's in the deck that I might want? Boluses are... Oh, no, I haven't seen Bolus this game. Alright, cool. Let's say Bolus. I would love a Dragon God.
Seek and find.
Down. Let's go and play this. Let's go and play this. Thank you. I mean, I could play Eldest Reborn, but like, nah. I'm just gonna get and play a Johnny. Sure. Let's gain some life. Because why not? And... oh, I should do this too. just so I can get maximum chungus.
Nothing phases me. I hope you said your goodbyes already. Look to shuffling me.
And yeet.
Turn back while you still can.
Nice. What was it? Nice. Nice. I don't know. It's Shalai. It's Shali Shalai. Shali Shalai Shalai. Not Kaya. No. He's going to be able to exile some things from my graveyard. That actually does kind of suck because I do have a.
I heard you had some dead things
Jamio.
that needed to stay dead.
Leave my things alone. Leave Brittany alone. You should exile things from my graveyard. Well, I guess it doesn't actually matter because I have 10, so. You should not minus on that, dude. Anyway, the first deck that we came across in the second run that we went was Dimir Discard, and this one I thought was really interesting. I think my opponent played it a little bit incorrectly, and I think they ran some cards that I think were a little suspect, but it did a pretty decent job of forcing me to top deck mode. The issue is, we have really good top decks, because we're a deck full of Planeswalkers. I do believe my opponent was correct in doing that. Don't worry about that? Yeah, sure.
Pack your bag. Am
There are
I
red
your back dematerializing? Huh.
I am sorry, opponent. That's not true, I'm not sorry. So we're gonna go ahead and cast this. Yeah, this is an utter destruction right here. This is exactly why I only run 3. So I cannot hit any more of them. Shalai goes bye-bye. Oh, right, I forgot they could do that. Awkward. Oh well, good thing I can just do this. Then I can do one of these.
right on schedule. If
Then I can do
have
one of
to light
these.
the way, I will.
Be gone, interloper.
There is great power in the things we make.
Hold that thought.
You better watch your I'm gonna make myself scarce.
Apologies for the lack of words. Like, so many things to check. I'm just gonna make it even stupider. Just plop a Narset down, why not?
Discarded. Those who cannot perceive put thoughtfulness before action.
Target artifact you control becomes a copy of another. Okay. So you are going to become a copy of you.
Some lessons for you all.
Yeet. Oh, they were dead. I didn't know that. And this is why I played this deck, because it's hilarious. Oh, I love it so much. Alright. We're 1-1. A single loss can mean that we're out of the game, which is unfortunate. Yeah, the Dimir discard deck I think is interesting. I think I might try and make a Dimir discard deck for this event. And I think I'll post it on Aether Hub and link to it in the description as well. Because I think it's a very interesting idea. I just think my opponent was a little off on it. I also think that the deck should probably use Ashiok as well. And I didn't see Ashiok there. There are a few cards in there that I think could be a little different. Essentially, they were going a little too ham. This is fine. They were going a little too ham on the discard section. I think they needed a little bit more, value and mid-range things. They seem to have Thief, but I wasn't able to see really anything else that was interesting. No reason to do anything other than play this next turn. That's fine. Yeah, this all seems fine. Opponent on mono white? Mono white Lifegain, interesting, okay. So if they hit it at Johnny's Welcome, that's pretty... No, it's Selesnya. Yeah, I think it was Selesnya, tokens, and Lifegain. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and play this. So I do need a 2 or 3 drop. Or another land. I should say, and or another land. Yeah, we are kind of, I mean, we kept a 3-lander. That's kind of all we can ask for. A 3-lander plus this, you know, gave us a little bit of head start. It all now depends on whether or not we draw cards. Kaya's Oath still works, because we have Navigators. Another Charm Stray. How interesting. Second game was against that Simic Ramp deck, and I was thoroughly in the driver's seat there, except for the fact that my deck's really slow, so I lost to Mass Manipulation twice. So that was frustrating. Third game was against Mono Green, and I crushed them horribly. And then the last game was against Mono Green, except I kept 3 lands, like this, and I didn't draw a single land for 5 turns. Over the course of that 5 turns, I was still alive. If I had drawn lands, I would have won easily, but I didn't. Let's see if this happens again. My hope is that it doesn't. So I'd probably want... I mean, I need a land next turn. If I don't have a land next turn, I'm lost, right? And it would be due to no issue of mine, right? I kept a good hand. I had 3 lands. I had the ability, potentially, to get more out of it. Johnny's welcome, sure. I'm gonna need, like, land, Cleansing Nova, if I want to win this game. Unfortunately, just because their start wasn't amazing, but my start not having any 2 or 3 drops is frustrating. Like, 2 drops is like, meh, I only have, what, 4 in the deck? But the fact that I didn't have any 3 drops is a little upsetting, because I do have 9? So, you know, a total of 13. It's bad to see. I don't know why they said oops. I wasn't paying attention. Well, I'm at 9. So, I'm pretty sure I'm actually just fucked. There's literally nothing I can draw here. That helps. So I can play a Johnny. So if I play Johnny, I gain 1. I go to 10. If I can get Lava Coil, that might save me, I suppose. Oath of Kaya also helps. This doesn't do anything for me. So I think it has to be a Johnny. I think I would prefer Kaya's. That's fine if they decide to use it.
There are so many mysteries. Keep an open mind.
Contempt is helpful.
Now,
So,
do you see the benefits
2,
of
4,
peace?
5. So I'm dead with 2 more damage. Sure, that gets you nothing. That was, unless you have nothing else in your hand, that was a terrible play. Oh no, they're gonna play this first, then play a creature, and I'm dead because they did. Oh, okay, I'm alive. Holy shit, I'm alive. Don't close the coffin yet. I'm alive, and it's homecoming. And it's homecoming. Can you remember when there was no wrong in what I could do? So young, fighting off way more. No, biting off way more than I could chew.
Meditate and prepare.
Well, I actually kind of hate that I did that. Okay, so this is going to give me a little bit of life. Okay, that's not what I wanted, but sure. So I'm at 10. Okay. We are potentially what I would call in this, boys. Next turn we can play Shalai or Oath of Kaya. Either of those seem fine. They can't currently kill a Johnny. I do not care about Narset at all. I want them to direct resources to Narset. We could still die. We're still only at 10. But a full grip, we seem to be okay. That's fine. Das ist fine. Okay, that's less fine. Seems they had Divine Visitation as well. Yeah, nice, sure. So they played this. They gained 2. So I once again have to deal with a Johnny. I think the best way for me to do that would just... Holy fucking shit. Yeah, I gotta deal with a Johnny again. That was a lucky get for him. Just getting a second Johnny there. Because once it, like if they got something else with this board, I'd still be fine. Potentially, like, you know, for a bit. But that Johnny means I need to get something good. I need to get something to talk about. How about love? Yeah. Talk about all the other games. So, I already mentioned that Mono Red, as well as Gruul, is, you know, a really strong deck. Really? You killed Narset. That's a pretty free commitment. You should attack my face. Yeah. I would prefer if they didn't, but... Other decks I've seen are non-counterspell based controls. So things like Modified Grixis seem to be very good. Okay, let's see. So I can Shalai and Chump. So I gain 3. I turn this into a white land. I have to Shalai because I have to Chump. So let's see if I get something good. Oh my god, yes. Dovin, thank you so much.
Your loss will either be a tragedy or
You
comedy of
shut the hell up. How about that?
Is unattainable, so
Okay.
stop trying.
I still need more lands. But you know, we're slowly reaching a point where we're maybe a little okay. Sure, this is fine. You can gain all the life you want. Another Trump straight, I don't love that. But Shalai, since I don't have to worry about a Johnny's Primate right now, I can actually use Shalai to block things and kill them. Gain all the life you want for right now. Because as long as Dovin's around, which he actually might not be around, my opponent should just attack the shit out of Dovin. Yeah, they should attack the shit out of Dovin. If I draw a land, I can cast Bolus and kill the Ajani's Primate. But the question is, how much do they... Jesus fuck. I don't think this is a very good deck. I think my opponent is getting pretty lucky on the things. I assume their only one-drops are Charm Stray and Johnny's Welcome, though. So if that is the case, that's a pretty good deck building on their part. I don't really like Revitalizing this deck. Like, you're not going to need to gain that much life. Yeah, you are correct at going for the Dovin. You should send enough to actually make sure you kill Dovin. One more. One more Dovin. One more Dovin. There you go. Sure, send another Dovin. That does not matter to me. Pass the blocks. Block this. Dovin dies. They gain more life, but Johnny's Primate gets bigger. If I can draw land, that'd be helpful.
An anomaly, not to be
If I don't draw land, I think I'm dead. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I'm dead if I don't draw land. Right? No, I have a Johnny, right? I'm stupid. I drew a land, and it's Interplanar Beacon, so that's helpful. I'm gonna go and play Bolus. I'm gonna kill the Primate. And let's see if we get a good Cascade here. Lava Coil. Lava Coil is a decent Cascade here. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this. Then we get to kill this. Bolus is going to die, but Bolus did his job.
We make the multiverse.
Bye.
Even you return. Suffer for your cause.
Yeah, I just need to make sure I don't die.
Now do you see the benefit?
If I draw another land, then I have a Vraska and or Ugin. Or Eugene, as I like to call them. Luckily, they haven't gotten a chance to play their, Nice, don't care. Gain all the life you want, bro. They haven't gotten a chance to play their artifact. Or their enchantment, their, Divine Visitation. You can beat 100, my friend. I don't care. This might end up being a long video, but I hope it's entertaining, because we're playing dumb stuff. No matter what, I get to kill something. Unless my opponent's playing some sort of one-drop thing, which I don't think they are. I think it's correct that they're just playing a Johnny's Primate, or Johnny's Welcome and Charm Stray. Get off my screen. So, yep, I'm totally fine with Bolus dying, block here, and I take 3. So that's being mitigated by Ajani, so that's nice. I could have minus 2 on the Ajani to force them to put more resources in there. Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. But what is it that I do? I think I Ugin. Because Ugin gives me another blocker, and it makes it so I can cast Karn for cheaper next turn. Yeah, Eugene is pretty good. I'm going to gain some life. I get one of my best. Vraska, also pretty good. I can blow up another one of their creatures. I also get more life. Yeah, so this is the nice stabilization.
We are but motes in a vast multitude. Secrets.
I don't know if I plus her yet, or if I minus her. I have 2 blockers. I mean, she's gonna die, but do I care? Not really. Yeah, I definitely plus. I mean, I could minus, but like,
You see the benefits
meh.
of peace.
You know what? Just because that technically has a chance to grow, go away.
I haven't forgotten how to destroy things.
So they have 6 power worth of attackers, so they cannot kill Eugene. So I have 2 blockers, so they can only put him down to 1. Let's see if they have a Divine Visitation they've been sitting on. Oh, Ketra. Dees. Needs to go away. Luckily, I can make it go away. At least, for the moment. Sure, gain all the life you want, bro. So yeah, that will have to die. Gain all the life you want, bro. Did they dwindle their army anymore? Looks like it. Man, Oath of Kai is going to be pretty good here, because I can just start draining them for attacking all my walkers. Nighttime walkers, keep your distance. Stay away from us, stay where you are. Over my dead body, the stars will let you know it's over. They only sent 1? Can I please see? Is it just you? Yeah, they only sent 1 at Vraska. So, it was a pretty easy block for me. Block. Block. Yeah. Now it goes down to, what, 1? That's fine.
Your quest is futile.
Interesting. So let's go ahead and... I think we're probably going to cast Vraska. Vraska, blow that up. Yeah, seems good. Yeah, seems good. Triggers, some triggers. So I don't need to... Oh, hell yeah, dude. Do the thing in the junk.
I will fight for my friends.
All hands on deck. I'm sorry. You'll regret this.
Sure, put it on there. If you Cascade, you're probably going to lose her anyway. Don't need the Navigator's Compass. Kaya, seems decent. Let's go ahead and make a Chungus.
Allow me.
Just make a non-Chungus.
Brick of the multiverse.
Start making our
Turn back.
ladies and gentlemen better.
Can.
They have 4, I have 4. Cool. Go. I'm back at 22. I know you're at 87. 36, 33. I think I'm still going to win the race. Another Oketra. That's some hot damn bullshit right there. That said, I don't care, because I have Vraska. I have so much to deal with this. I'm unfazed. That's dope animation though. I should mention, if you want to win quickly, this is not the deck for you. Oh, another beacon. Don't mind if I do. So, let's see, I can Kaya, just to exile that again. Why not? Oh my god, triple life gain, plus whatever's off the top. Never mind. Stuff happens.
Nothing phases me.
Light shall always
Ah, I'm dumb.
conquer darkness.
I have too many planeswalkers. Go away.
Being a former assassin is useful sometimes.
Go away.
You better watch your back from here on out.
You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. I am going to win this game. I will. No, that doesn't work. I don't know. Plus.
Ether itself serves me.
Yeah, I know. I made terrible errors in this ordering. I should have waited for a Johnny.
Awaken.
Crew, attack at will.
That's everyone, right? Yeah. Attack at will, you say? Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's fine. Take your lumps. Oh, I have vigilance. If you like when I make mistakes, you'll find more of that when I stream. I plan on, getting a schedule together, but, I've a little bit of grad school work that needs to be done. Abigail's birthday is this weekend. Yeah, there's things I have to do. You're at 90. Why the hell do you care? I've won this game. Right? Like, there's nothing in mono white that can deal with this, right? Like, they board wipe me. I still have 8 planeswalkers out. I'm at 28? I guess there might be a card that can, like, just make my life total super low. This was a terrible mistake because they got rid of their Oketra. No, at a glance, they can't win this game. Yeah, I don't know why they're, maybe this is their first, they already have a loss and they're just trying, but I am relatively certain that my opponent is what I like to call screwed. I'm going to play a Tezzeret. I'm not going to use him until later. Sure. Like, this deck probably does pretty well against the aggressive decks. Does horribly against any kind of value control deck. I don't need that. Sure. So we're gonna go and cast Tezzeret first. Giving my stuff affinity. Opponent, you've lost. I have the high ground. I have the incredibly high ground. Please believe me.
This will end badly for you.
Oh, I need another land. This is awkward. Let's see. Braska. -3. I'm literally destroying this just so I can get the land to play Gilded Lotus. I can play Sarkhan. Oh my god. So this is about to get fucked.
Might demands power.
Okay, let's make a thing.
Evil cannot
Let's
withstand a
plus...
No fire, no steam.
I don't need to use you. I will plus you.
My artifacts give them strength.
No, I don't care about that right now. I used you already, didn't I? Oh, no? Sure, let's get rid of this compass. Good game. I have to use all of the things at my ability.
Truth lies beyond vision.
And -2.
You were not destined to fight.
Oh, bro, dude. They also have vigilance. Why do some of them fly? Oh, right, all of them fly. Tezzeret's just on the ground for some fucking reason. This right here is why I'm playing this deck. Look at my fucking board. Oh, I wish I was streaming, just so people would clip this and share it on the internet. I'm attacking with Planeswalkers who have fucking +1/+1 counters. Ow. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts so bad. Oh, oh God. Yes. You can't win. You can't get out of the game. I don't know anything else in that song. I don't know. You can't win. You can't get out of the game. Yeah, so they did only have a Johnny as a welcome and Gen permit. I can't ultimate with anything yet. No. If I get Oath of a Johnny, I can. Or, oh, not Oath of a Johnny. Oath of Teferi, I can. That's not Oath of Teferi. The fuck? So let's go ahead and do one of these.
I will rid you of corruption.
I mean, it's like BM to do this, but it's also funny. I also didn't mean to do that. Oh my god, yes, please. Well, I guess 5 was our highest anyway, so. No, okay, I want to play more games. I'm gonna not. Sure, we'll bring you back. I don't care. Oh, decline. Cool. I'm just gonna kill my opponent. Just Eldritch Reborn and die. I'm so sorry for this. Where's my... Alright, Sarkhan. We're all dragons again.
To the skies.
Where's it, Johnny? There you are.
Back while you still can.
Bruh, cute bus. I appreciate sticking around. This is the shit that I live for. This is the shit that I die for. This is the shit you can't fake, dog. This is the shit you need God for. How long do you think it's gonna take for y'all to fall? This is a serious question because I'm seriously questioning all of y'all. I've been touring the world, man. I done spent Rex in all the malls. And they know my story, flaws and all. I still got plaques hanging wall to wall, dog. Josie face? She just offered a striptease, but she don't look like Demi Moore. Hips all on. This is a good hand. Don't mind if I do. Going first, too? I don't want this to be a super long video, but it might be. Oh, all these come in untapped as well? Hell yeah, bro. Just play this tapped. Play a Compass. I have an Oath of Kaya into a Shally. See what they play on turn 2. Next. I get to Oath of Kaya. Hopefully I can get a Words Are Hard. Search Azcanta. Well, unless they play a creature, then I would like a Lava Clip. Just because I can Oath of Kaya their face. Ooh, and I'm gonna get one. Nice opted, bro. So they're just playing Phoenix. They're playing Phoenix in the Cascade event. I guess because you get to cast 2 spells for the price of 1. Yeah, no, I mean, that's reasonable. Yeah, I think that's actually fine. My turn, though. Well, there's the search I wanted. Play this. Kaya up. See what I get. Oh, look, it's a lava coil. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I go pew-pew in your face. You know what? Hot take. Bad way to say that. So next turn we have Shally. Shally can get a Frigid. Then if we draw another Lind, I should be able to play... No, I would need Interplanar Beacon, and then I'd be able to play Bolas. Unless Shally got me another Navigator's Compass, which means I could play Bolas. I would also need a land that can cast, that gives in mana for Bolas. It's fine. I think it's fine. Ooh, bad luck, my friend. Yep, this is just straight up, yeah. I mean, I think it's reasonable. I feel like they didn't tweak it at all, and I think you need to tweak the deck a little bit more to fit in with the Cascade stuff, but I assume my opponent's looking for a land here. Or not. So they had a land. Shock me? Sure. I'm at 20. I'm 24 now. Well, it was both my searches. Let's go ahead and Shally. See what I get. Kaya, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I diddly do. Now I can take anything that's in your graveyard. And you have to get through my Shally before you can deal with my Kaya.
I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say fair. Be gone. I'm gone for now, but not forever.
Be gone. Ah, man. The fact that we're getting basic land stuff back, we're getting a free content type thing, it's nice. And if they Lava Coil here, they're only going to get a 1-drop once again. Crackling Drake? Sure. What are you going to get with it? Decent card to get, for sure. Absolutely.
If it's a challenge you want, then a challenge you'll get.
I do need to draw land. Preferably one that, you know, I can use. Not a land. Very awkward. And exiling things out of their graveyard, unfortunately, does pretty much nothing. Another compass, though. I do need another land. So the search will help. There's still reasons to take them out of the graveyard. They're playing the finalities. So Kaya could die, but I think that's fine. Don't really need to Kaya. And I get to drain them a little bit, thanks to Oath. You have to kill Shally first. I was saying things. I always do this. I always speak words, and then I'm like, what? Distracted by the game that I'm supposed to be playing? Super excited that we're going to be able to choose our basic lands in client. It was really annoying to have to export the deck into Aether Hub. And for what it's worth, Aether Hub made it really easy to choose land styles and stuff, but, you know, export it, save it, import it, etc., etc. So it's nice it's going to be back in the client. Sure. This is totally fine. So it does mean Kaya will die if I let her. Bad touch. It does also mean that I can't really use Eldest Reborn efficiently. I could keep Kaya alive, but I don't think it's worth it. Especially since if they attack, I get to start beating at their Shally a little. So. What you playing? You gonna kill my Shally with a Beacon Bolt? No. Just attacking in on Kai, I assume. Sure. I'm gonna gain some life, thank you. I suppose more importantly, you're losing life. No blocks. Kill Kai, I don't care. As long as I get a land. Since I have two of these, I can now cast Bolas with anything that I draw, I think? Because I can turn this into a black. This into a black. If I have a... Yeah, it should be fine. Everything's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. It's a discard? Sure. Land? Any land? I will take any land. My opponent is holding an upkeep. You gonna do something, opponent? Hello? Thank you. Graveyard. Please draw land. That's not great, but sure. Lava Coil still helpful, unless of course my opponent's playing Counterspells, which is weird. Narset, also pretty helpful. Is my opponent really playing Counterspells? Okay. Because that would seem strange as fuck.
I am Tamiya. It is an honor to meet you.
I need a land. The thing is, Tamiya's probably going to die anyway. So I could just get the Lava Coil. Just to make sure that even if I don't draw a land for Bolas, that I can actually kill him. I guess we'll see what's on, what's going on here. It's gonna be nothing but lands.
Just the trick
Oh,
for this.
interesting. I mean, in this situation, like, it still seems correct to take the Lava Coil as opposed to the Angrath. Yeah, I think that's fine. My opponent is drawing a lot of cards, which is fine. The thing is, am I also going to get the Lava Coil? Possibly. I think it's reasonable. Like, yeah. This way, if I have to, I can even shoot off 2 Lava Coils. So, one of my Planeswalkers is for sure gonna die. I probably will. I probably would protect Narset because she is going to be an issue for them. But my opponent's either on full control or is holding an instant. Sure. Okay. Using time for no reason. Long videos. I know some people like long videos. I was talking about something again, wasn't I? Then there's also the Japanese things coming in sleeves. I would prefer it if either all of them or none of them came, because just having a few of them is essentially a tease in my opinion. Then we're also getting the stained glass art, and that's really cool. That's a terrible Cascade. I can't believe that you have nothing better in your hand. Okay, you have a Shock, which has to hit Shalai. Sure. I guess now if they have a Shock in their hand, they can kill Shalai? Which maybe is what they were going for? Yeah. Dude, cast a Tormenting Voice. Nope, they're gonna kill Shalai. Darn! So that means I lose both of my Planeswalkers. Damn. Which also means that my Nicol Bolas will die if I kill the Drake. Why do that? Oh my god, please cast a draw spell first before you kill Narset. Please do it. It'll be so funny. I beg of you. Please. Ah! I can't see out of my right eye. What are you doing, man? You're playing Izzet Phoenix. It doesn't take that long to think about it when you're playing Cascade. You don't have any Phoenixes in the graveyard. Cast a draw spell. What a dumbass. They did it. Yeah, sure. Kill my Tamiya. I really don't care. I would also love a board wipe. Would be great. Well, you got to discard a card. And you get to draw nothing. Have fun with that.
Reckless and ill-refined.
What it's worth, they do have a large board, so I would like a Clarion. Or Clarion. A Doomy kill thing. Also, they're at 9, so that's cool. So I can flip my Azcanta, so I will be able to cast Nicol Bolas next turn. The question is, do I actually want to? Probably. Probably the correct thing to do. Liliana. So I can -4 with Lily. No, I think that's graveyard material. Okay, sure. What? I thought... Oh, I was at 5. Damn. That's fine. Luckily I drew a Breeding Pool. So I can Breeding Pool and kill this, at the very least, which slows them down. So, yeah, that's fine. Then I turn this into a black source, and that into a black source. So black, 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 red, blue, yeah. Black source. And this, yes, this into a black source. Then I cast my love, Nicol. I'm at 31. Karn can give me a creature. So you die.
Defiance has consequence.
I kind of want them to... I want to force them to attack the crap out of my Karn. I mean, luckily they only have 3 cards in hand because people forget Narset. I'm Magical Plus, I guess. Sure. I get a guaranteed land next turn. Fine. Honestly, I'll probably still end up casting Eldritch Reborn just because of the fact that it gets me a 4-drop. Alright, might end up casting a Lava Coil. How'd they get here? Electromancer? Sure. Yeah, probably gonna need to cast Lava Coil. Oh, which I should be able to do. Because this should flip. This should flip and I'll play this, so I can play Eldritch Reborn and Lava Coil. Because that's 1, 2, 5, yeah. Yep, so I should still be fine in terms of not dying anytime soon. And my opponent is just, like, continually draining themselves. They're at 9. I don't think this deck has any... Sure. I don't think this deck has any life gain. So as long as my life gain outpaces their damage, which it should be since they keep going after this, I should be fine. Honestly, they should probably ignore my Planeswalkers at this point. Because of Oath of Kaya. This is what I said, like, Oath of Kaya is strong enough that honestly probably could play 3 of them in the deck. Sure. That does mean they're going to get an Arclight Phoenix this turn, right? There's just 1 though, so that's nice.
Do I have your attention now?
Okay, that'll be painful. But if you attack my Planeswalkers, you go down to 5? So they get the Phoenix. They should just attack my face. Let's see if they do. Nope, they're going after my Planeswalkers for some reason. Alright, so I'm at 33. And you're gonna be at... Alright, I'm at 35. And you're gonna lose 4, so you're gonna be at 5. I mean, at this point, I can probably just double cast the Lava Coils. Down to 18.
I will return one day.
Don't need the land. I have this. Kaya. Kaya's actually awesome, because I get to choose the thing I get rid of. Fucking hell yeah, dude. And she'll probably get attacked, forcing them to take more damage. With 18? Well, as long as they don't have another Drake, I should possibly be okay. This Karn doesn't do anything for me right now.
Ooh, I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say so. You won. I'm the best ghost hunter in the business.
I guess I can +1 to turn this into an artifact. Because I don't think I don't think there are any artifacts in my sideboard. I should probably have put a single Navigator's Compass in the sideboard for situations like this, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do this, turn this into a 1/1, just so I can block something.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah. So let's see if my opponent takes the bait and goes down to 1. 24. I mean, they still have 3 Phoenixes. I would have expected them to have 2 out by now. I mean, they've gone through 10 more cards than I have, and I'm a greedy value deck. Sure. Is this going to kill me is the question. Then shock my compass, I suppose? Are you seriously shocking a Planeswalker? Why? I mean, I'm glad that you're doing it because it's wrong. Why would you shock a Planeswalker? Like, that means that they're going to attack them. Sure, dude. You're at 5, man.
Dodging.
I would really love to get a Cleansing Nova. Sure. I mean, I'm in a pretty risky position, though, because of this. If they get a Crackling Drake... Okay, they can't get a Crackling Drake now, so that's nice. They can get a Phoenix. Which would be lethal if they decide to attack me. Okay. So how's everyone doing? How's the start of your summer going? Mine's going pretty well. Still got a lot of stuff to do. You know, trying to figure out. There's a lot of stuff on the channel I need to update. Dude, seriously? Okay, I suppose they have another Phoenix they want to discard? Yeah, so they should see that they can kill me now. I was so close. I was so very close. I really want them to attack my Planeswalkers. They should absolutely just hit my face. They have been through 21 more cards than me. That's the correct decision. I didn't die by very much. Well, that was a thing. I mean, essentially, the deck is 2/2, but as I said, this is meant to be a fun deck. I was really close to that game. It's just unfortunate that the deck had so much draw, and I didn't get any of my Cleansing Novas. I think if I were to make changes to this deck, if I were to suggest some changes to you all, I think you should run 3 or maybe even 4 Cleansing Novas, honestly. I like all of these. The Elder one is honestly one of the weaker ones, just because of the fact that a lot of people are going super wide here. Tezzeret is another one that's not amazing, but the fact of the matter is, if you get them to Ultimate, it's fantastic. You do get blockers, and you are able to draw cards draw 2 relatively consistently. I mean, the video's already at fucking over an hour, so I'm going to keep talking about things. Of the Planeswalkers that I did see, I think Liliana is another one that just feels not strong enough for when she comes down, because of the fact that the -4 might not be as good, although I still like Liliana here. Actually, there's an argument to make for Teferi, because of the fact that you're not really doing much at instant speed at all, and the -3 is merely okay. So honestly, like, drop a Teferi and maybe one of the other 5-drops to go up to 3 or 4 Cleansing Novas. I think that'll help a lot. I still like this because it just gives you access to other cards. You probably should change this up, make it a little bit better. There's an argument to be made for playing Chromatic Lantern in the main. Not only does it allow you to ramp into higher end cards, it fixes your mana a bit. So that's something you could do. I just don't love it because I want to have this thing chock full of Planeswalkers. But if you wanted to put those in there, I mean, the problem is, like, all of the 3-drops are really good. Yeah, I mean, all of them are really good, so it's really hard to say. It's possible even 3 Navigator's Compass is too much. It's possible that you should just be running 2. Navigator's Compass is still helpful, and still starting off at 26 is great, right? But cutting this down to 2 and maybe putting Lava Coil up, or putting... I mean, you could even put in, and this is something that I considered... Creature... Go away. I considered putting in Arboreal Grazer as just a single card, and I think that's honestly pretty fine, because it can ramp you, and it is a blocker, right, against those aggressive decks. So, you know, maybe cut down one of those for an Arboreal Grazer, cut down one of these for another Lava Coil, for example. If you are able to and you want to, you can try to fit Chromatic Lanterns in here somewhere. I still think Chandra's okay. You didn't get to see her there very much, but in some of my practice games that I'm actually not going to include on the win-loss thing because I have changed the deck up relatively significantly. Chandra is helpful for sure. Vraska's, you know, she's one of the weaker 4s for sure, but she still comes with removal. Yeah, I mean, it really is a flavor to taste deck, you know. So if you want to play this deck, but you want to do a little bit better, I definitely think going up to minimum 3 Cleansing Novas and probably cutting one of these for something else, be it Lava Coil or an Arboreal Grazer, is going to help. You can, I mean, honestly, you could even cut a Navigator's Compass for 1 more land to just get mana more consistently. That will lead to slightly more Flood, but, you know, Castle of Eye. You could even change the Navigator's Compass for a single Fountain Renewal, just because it doesn't give you that same ability to change your lands, but it does give you consistent heal over time, and it can, you know, it can be used to draw a card if the deck requires it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I have enough time, well, I can't really play any while I'm uploading because the uploading just slows my internet so down. But honestly, I think I have a ton of fun with this deck, and I'll probably end up modifying it a little bit more and playing it some more. Yeah, so yeah, no, it's cool. Let me know if you want to see more Cascade constructed. I don't know how long this event lasts, but I can play a discard deck in the constructed event if that's something that you all want to see. So I'll put that in my pinned comment if I remember to, which I probably won't. I don't know. I'll try to remember. But yeah, I would of course like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Salamander, Croft, Zin, and Rexel for their continued support. If you'd like to join them in supporting the channel, you'll find links to that down in the description. You can also just hit the join button, become a channel member, which is functionally a patron. In the description, you'll also find links to the Discord server, as well as the Aetherhub account. Discord, we can chat and play games, you can get deck advice from myself and others, and of course the Aetherhub account, where I host all of my deck lists. Aetherhub is, in my opinion, just a fantastic deck building service for Arena. You can find a bunch of decks that include cards you want. I'm not sponsored by them, but they're a good website, right? I use them. I should probably make a websites I use video at some point as a bonus video. I should do that. I'm actually going to write that down like now. But yeah, head over to my Aetherhub. It's a fantastic website. You can follow me there. And I've been putting my decks up before my videos. So at night, you can see when I finish a video because I put up the deck list literally as soon as I'm done and I stop OBS. So, yeah. I mean, this has been a chill video, I think. It's been real fun. I got to kill people with Planeswalkers thanks to Sarkhan. So, yeah, I hope all of you enjoyed it as well. If you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, cast a comment in the comment section down below, and pass the turn in the vid to some of your friends. And until next time, all be one. This has been Chill 6.